Welcome again, people. I do this video kinda in honor of a friend of mine where no longer with us. I try to tell her about some people in her history, and she'll be like, nah, she did the history. I say, yeah, but these things are not things where them publicly acknowledge. And I time I'll ask her, which person who you would hear them call Irie? Who they would call Irie? Think it would be a black man? No, black man never rule this England. It was a black man there in England from before King Arthur. You see? And then try to cut out certain information to make it look, like a mythology. Anyway, people, we'll try to claim fair usage for informational purposes only, not for plagiarism. Information were out there, but the readily available knowledge or what is presented is not necessarily the complete truth. Not saying it's false, but it's not the complete truth. So we still have to dig other places to find further information. And in this book you will find multitudes of references to things will lead back to a greatness and achievements where hear about in no schools now. This book want to open itself. Let me do this. That spin all over the place. I show there's a whole heap of references. Whole heap of references there. To show you. This book I just saw you some little bits. And so if you find some of the information them, you have to go out there and go look, do deep research. Pre-Viking England. And these things are not things we don't tell you about too much. Can I say? Vikings them come up way up in a 800. Could I say about 870 odd, 860 odd, 50 odd. Well, them in a come cross little and a conquer and a war and things are going through the centuries before that, but only up in them time they will start lose it. Mhm. Read about all them people in some other books. That us we people we have to go through, search through to find some of the information them as a people. Because other people get for them information, you know. Though we now get these parts of the information. Of course, maybe a different mindset in our set of people. The next name again, people. These names, these call it two-syllable name. Which set of people have them names? Okay. Irie, Bede. People are looking into them things, you know, in our history. Some of the images now we're show we associate with some of them. Not necessarily the original things. This book cannot carry images still. But and this lead up to the other books I'm going to tell you about, where I'll feature after this. And people, them is just about fair usage. She will say Rastas did rule the world before, or rule England before. People, enough information hidden in all the book here. Where about the black people history in England and Britain, where we not get in our schools. We hear about it, but we hear about it as mythology. But see when I who hide it, yeah. You get credence where a book do. Some history about some black people's history. All heap of things go on in the history where we not get credit for. Some helmets where we are carve out. Go with way back. I don't know if you can read what it has about them. You can look on some of them ancient artifacts, yeah. And the people. on the whole site them. Aerial surveillance and size make her what them call the technology. I show some of the villages and whole fort them. And the era as best them can show it. And try get reading people. These are the clarified. A 7th century royal residence plan of the Vicus Regius of the Bretwalda Edwin c. 632. Northumberland. Upon this thing about the totem people. But that's what I look like them have this people. I must say temple converted to Christian use. Take upon this now people. Look upon the signal, you know. Look upon where them the symbol. Look upon what they have. People ain't it like a radio signal, telegraph signal pole. It look like come from the sun, so them have about totem. And totem pole. And that's a timber architecture. Now people, at them still this hour, 6:32. That means that they could have a radio broadcast system and people don't want to tell it. I go back further into this and see some more things. I will it more things in people. But I skip kind of skip through a book here. Get a little rough things and some of the things away. In night we not pay attention to things we in a plain sight. We not willing to look for. No, look upon it people, see that? So we know look upon. Okay. Reading with people. As best we can. We could take time and see if we can go at night. Let's take a look at picture them me now. Because I try go into 8 or 9 time, you know, but we just work with the tomb part for, you know, Glastonbury Abbey. We can use upon that and look for all the big show with them put on a Glastonbury. Music festival we go on there. And this way, the King Arthur. You see, and I must say a world in decline. That's how when King Arthur days are go down. But that's how. And 410. And so this massive Roman fortress, this is our fortress to so not glisten cross me eye people from which part of there. I try to read this thing. Something I go on and right now, like you know go on them time the like we are going right now. I say around the year 300. So some fort to build defend Britain against the incursion of Anglo-Saxon invaders. And earlier I show you Britain. And then and now see. And so in a place of under stress with class, divisions, a decline in trade and depopulation of towns, a falling birth rate, high inflation, the gradual collapse of a money economy and the growth of a great private rural estate. So in 410 came the end of 350 years of Roman colonial rule as period of British supremacy in India. And too far. I'm not going to skip one line. As long as that's in which the Portuguese rule over Angola, longer than British supremacy in India, the Roman did not simply abandon England and sail back to Italy. Their armies had been gradually withdrawing in the preceding years, and before that there were several periods when the Britons had elected their own emperors. and cut their links with the Roman government on the continent. What happened in 410 was a formal severance of responsibility for the defense, but Britain had been a Roman province for so long that the Roman influence remained long after the Roman departure. The problem of how long Roman continued here is one for the cruxes of early British history. This is like in Jamaica now again, after the British independence, the independence from the English, but how long the English influence linger long after the British depart. And I say for the crux of early English history and archaeology. Historians now recognize that the western provinces of the Roman Empire remained a recognizable sub-Roman civilization for centuries under the barbarian Germanic tribes who took over. The first few years of the 5th century were critical for the Western Roman Empire, threatened on all sides by barbarian people breaking through the frontiers. So if you listen, people, remember the barbarians. Who would be calling who barbarians? But the barbarians are the same people that are going on those holy wars, missions, missionaries and legionnaires. Well, that is not a part of the average day-to-day history. But then, it's a thing where we are look upon the head of year, and these people supposedly have. And so, I'm going to try to say later fictitious exploits of Arthur. And look, everything now, if you try to say King Arthur is a myth, all of the information kind of lead to say King Arthur was black. See all this part about fighting in Gaul. Them time there, how them call them, France was considered Gaul. And back in them days, the political prisoners from the mainland used to come over them side there, come rob and pillage. And see the people, some of them are some of the kind that were there from back in them time there. Long time black people use money. Just now, and some of the things that like Christians are use. Black people, that's why them people are trying to take over Christianity and change it. And change it, the complexion, and give a white picture, a white image. Let's check out some of the things. Some of the things they would then loot. And then come here. Alright, remember who me I tell about the St. Patrick? And talk about them driving to the sea. No matter what the Saint take ship to France. I'm not trying to say them time I when them take Irish people can go to Africa or something. Into slavery or something, I'm trying to say. And them slaves they now become the Arabs. We'll fight the Africans. Maybe. And this thing this book you have is night. Enough places where the church building them and the priest, the priest and the clergy them change up the information. Either the original text or something. I always come into them and decree by the king or whosoever to copy whatever in the document or read whatever the document and when they done the commission, then change the person from that church we used to do there or him end up dead. And I see if I come across any issue close to you, so which part of there? And I'm a quick scan mode. And I'm nothing out of that they vote out of you, so. Couple of them king there in this book here. Face the fate there. I think I name the unready highly dread. And say something about no. I think Jamaica need to get in itself. The people them study and I use something against it. And we need to pull that back to ourselves. See which part come, man? These new barbarian settlers, though initially invited, found themselves militarily strong and politically and socially unabsorbable. Despite Gilda's dramatic tale of devastation, they may not have been the only or even chief threat to internal security in late 5th century in Britain. But for 30 years between 460s and 490s, they provided the ideal enemy in a prolonged war organized by the surviving senator. Yes, people, this is an image from King's ancient, the Dark Ages. And we see this picture and we start wonder, based on the ear, we look on the rest of the body. You say this person is a black person. Yeah, it might look like him have a wing or something, we're not even sure how that look. Like something come from up on him hand. That's what come around, that's look feathery like. Anyway, I'll move on to a next image we have where I think black. This image. Why is this face smashed out of that? If you understand how historians, how things go, how certain people act, check it. The face gone out of the one. I could look on them face up at the top of the image. Like a woman. I'm sure what that is. Look like somebody with locks up on the ear and come down my face this so. And the one over there so. Look like it could be a lion. Or it could be somebody. Because it look like a ant. But this one of people, part of them knock out the face, identify to me, based on the rest of images around the world, that this could easily well be a black person. We'll move on to some other things where identify Say way back, blacks used to, they in this England here, and Britain. And I look on some of the things them with them write in the picture. I look on some of the things them, what is said there. See how lies been told. To lead up to the conquest. Yeah, place where it all shows say the people there are some people in Britain. Britain was not, we were not slaves, but allies to the Romans. Nah, let's go further in the book. Go further in the book, you'll find even about all the great King Arthur. What I'm try to say is myth. But they did exist. These great people did exist. We were kings. You know what I'm saying? In this part of the video, I mean, I go through all of the readings right on them look up places, but the images them will show we some places where certain things happen. Where you don't get into your modern history. You not get to know and cut as modern history, not general history. You have to dig deep to find these things. When them build a house in a Wackland, Darby, all of them something in these places. Them style there, a straight African thing. I have some of the things them and jewelry. There's some more images. There are some of the places where I wish part on the early kings them, let them start this off with, get defeated. So we I'll go on to this next people, but for right now, that was the preemptor to lead you into where we want to go into about this King Arthur. So people, in our next video, look for this. I'll give all of the reasons why me think King Arthur was black in our next video. Alright? We are for the people. Make sure you don't miss it. Just click the subscribe button and look forward. Alright? Catch you in the next one. People, this image, I see it. I read a book about kings of Britain, and this image is this in accordance with the ear? Would we not say this person is a black person? The image of a black person then. And just for our viewings, the image end up look like this. They can't show it in a color, it have to be in a black and white. Although the book come see it now, none of the image them in a color. Form your own opinion, people. Image from the dark ages. And way back in about AD 63 or something about that. People, I always hear them talk about, so there's image of black Jesus and the story before the present one. Now I come meet up on this one, people. We all look on my image. I look down my bottom my image, people. You can see the amount of spears the people have. Foot nail up there. You can look upon them and say black people, you know. Black and shine. I have some right image them where they have hide way from way. I look at some other image way. And then we have to go look for them. Okay, so them face black people them there. Undeniable. A 9th century thing. So way back then Wales, even London was part of Wales back then. And they call Britons. I hope I saw Anglese, the blue part of England, green part of Scotland. That's Scotland now. Ireland is Ireland. Which part named Britons, now named Wales. Anglese, now named England. And just one little part over here, so named Wales. Most side the most of the orange part there going to England. 1,000 odd years later. Now just a little piece here from about the tear, so come down to the little neck in here, so about the little part the left. Yeah, more pictures from back then. That's the last King of Scotland. And there's the picture here, under the right picture. We can't improve it. You can see the black peel out. And I have to ask if them are black people. Anyway, people, the time run gone so far. I will left here so with this. Just take the look, people. And left you with it right there, so. The very celebrated king who by grace of God ruled all England, which prior to him many kings shared between them. From a list of relics given by Athelstan to the church of St. Peter in Exeter. And there we go, there he is, people, the king and the pope, both black people, or priest or whatever, cardinal or archbishop or whatever it is. We check over there. And this was when? (935). So people, with that, may I cut this black kings in England or in Britain. The first part of it, may I cut it to Yassa, people. So, for part 2, and the click the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see the part 2. The continuance. Next part won't have in so much of the things in front, because I originally start off to give this today. But as we go, we get caught up and we just do a thing. So you get back to the rest of it. And if you're so interested, people, you can go look up the book itself. In Search of the Dark Ages, Michael Wood. The BBC presentation book. Now look, see if we can find this part you can buy it, people. And see all of you. See that? And this is just for educational purposes, people. I intend. The book costs, well, then it cost £13 or £12.99. Now I know maybe it might cost about £2,000 if you get it. I say, people, a couple times, well, I borrowed this book here. One time it did borrow for my first seat. And since then, and me borrow it and borrow it back. I never done. And then I borrow it again now to do this. So out, people, click, share, like, subscribe. Out. Peace out till the next part 2. Catch you then.